Every so often, an episode of The Shy lands with a forcible punch to the chest. Season 7, Episode 8 does just that. It's raw, charged with emotion, and refuses to slow down. By the time the credits roll, you're left staring at the screen, questioning who's still standing and what's coming next. At the heart of this episode is a reckoning long in the making. Emmett and Reggie, two names that haven't collided in a long time, finally find themselves on a crash course, and the outcome is nothing short of explosive. We've known for a while now that something bad was looming over Emmett. From the trailers to the slow-burning tension in earlier episodes, there were hints, small, unsettling glimpses that pointed toward danger. And now it's here. It all starts with Damien, who's been spiraling for some time. After a reckless decision to gamble with Reggie of all people, he ends up bloody and humiliated when he stumbles back to Emmett, face bruised and spirit broken. Emmett's reaction is immediate and furious. He's had enough. Of Reggie, of disrespect, of all of it. Fueled by anger and a few too many drinks, Emmett marches straight to Reggie and throws the first punch. And for a moment, something wild happens. Emmett holds his own. He lands blow after blow, unloading years of frustration, standing up not just for Damien, but for every time Reggie ever treated him like a joke. But Reggie is Reggie, he doesn't lose gracefully. And when the fight turns against him, he does what he's always done, he escalates. He pulls out a gun and shoots Emmett. That moment, that single shot, it lands like a thunderclap, shocking and cruel. Emmett crumples and suddenly the world feels quieter. All we're left with is the sound of our own racing thoughts. Is this it? Is Emmett gone? The screen fades, but the questions linger. We've seen hints in earlier promos, a hospital bed, the stunned reactions. And while nothing's confirmed yet, one thing's certain. If Emmett dies, Southside Chicago will never be the same. Let's talk about Damien. Some fans may see him as comic relief, others as a tragic mess. But in this episode, he becomes the thread that unravels everything. Damien betting with Reggie wasn't just a dumb move, it was suicidal. Reggie doesn't play fair and he doesn't let things slide. For Reggie, it was just another game. For Damien, it became a beating that nearly ended his life. The fact that Hannibal had to physically restrain Reggie from finishing him off says everything. And yet, even after all that, Damien doesn't change. He spends the episode fumbling through more bad choices. The one moment of success he has is hooking up with Zuri, but even that feels like a distraction from the bigger mess he's made. What really stings is his turning to Jada, who is fighting for her life and asking her for money. There's tone deaf, and then there's Damien. He's not just out of touch, he's dangerous to people around him. Then there's Nuck, a man who walks a careful line between the streets and something resembling redemption. When he meets with Detective Toussaint, he's guarded. I ain't no snitch, he insists. And we believe him until he starts to waver. Toussaint plays her cards well. She doesn't pressure him. She relates to him, reminds him they both have sons. That this war isn't just about the players involved, it's about the generations that come after. But it's Pastor Freaky Keek who plants the seed that finally starts to grow. That sometimes law enforcement protects criminals more than it protects people trying to live right. And that's all Nuck needs to hear. He's still not the kind of man who talks to cops. But what happened to Emmett? That hit him hard. They weren't best friends, but there was respect there. Nuck knows Emmett didn't deserve to go out like that. And now, Reggie's got a target on his back, and Nuck might be the one taking the shot. Amid the chaos, the Shy still finds time to deliver emotional gut punches. Jada and Darnell share quiet, aching moments that remind us what's really at stake. Time is slipping through their fingers, and they're trying to hold onto it in the only ways they know how. Felicia Rashad's scenes are full of grace and wisdom, grounding the episode in emotional truth. While bullets fly elsewhere, here the battles are quieter, but no less painful. Meanwhile, Beccari continues to drift. He has Professor Gardner in his corner, an ally, a mentor, someone trying. But Beccari's mind is elsewhere. He's distracted, distant, and inching dangerously close to blowing the chance of a lifetime. The professor helps him with his book, pours time and energy into shaping his future, but will Beccari even show up for it? It's another storyline teetering on the edge, one bad decision away from collapse. In the middle of all this chaos, there are small flickers of light. Kenya makes her return, re-entering a space that hasn't quite healed since she left. And Victor? He finally gets that kiss from Tiffany. It's subtle, it's soft, but it matters. After all, in a world filled with betrayal and violence, moments of connection are everything. As episode 8 ends, we're left in limbo. Emma is bleeding out. Reggie has reignited every vendetta in town. Damien continues to self-destruct. Nuck is ready to turn his code of silence into a war cry, and nearly every character we care about is either mourning, raging, or waiting for the next domino to fall. The episode was a declaration. No one is safe anymore, and as we head into episode 9, that message is louder than ever.